Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have an interesting episode for you guys, which we'd like you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you go and like the video and subscribe to the channel now. As all of you guys are fully aware, Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless have had some very, very classic moments on TV. I think they came on air back in 2015 or 2016. I may be mistaken. They've had some classic moments on TV. Now, in my personal opinion, however, when it comes to debating, flat out debating, and just looking at the two, debate partners there, I think Shannon Sharpe wins about 80 to 85% of every single debate that they have. That's what I personally believe, and I think most people agree with me. I think Shannon is better at debating, number one, and Skip usually misses out on a lot of opportunities to kind of fire back at Shannon Sharpe quickly, right? He misses a lot of those opportunities. And once he misses it and Shannon Sharpe says that point and it kind of stays out there, he usually wins. Now, they have had some classic moments, but they also had some moments where things got pretty pretty spicy between the two of them. And actually, that is what happened a few days ago when they were basically talking about a GM survey. And the GM survey was basically asking, they asked the question, they polled the GMs. They said, which player, if the game was on the line, would you rather have to take that shot? They polled all the GMs, and according to what the GMs said, Stephen Curry received the most votes, and I think apparently he dethroned Kevin Durant. So that was the backdrop of the argument between Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. Then they started arguing, right? They started debating, excuse me. And while they were debating, Skip started to struggle, right? And then Shannon Sharpe, once he senses Skip struggling and he starts laughing, you could see Skip get pretty irritated pretty quickly. And then towards one point, Shannon Sharpe basically said, bro, you ain't got nothing for me. And Skip Bayless pretty much lost it. So for those of you guys who missed that exchange between Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless, we want to play it for you right now, and then we're going to come back and react to it. So take a listen to that exchange here.
In the gold medal game against France just 2 summers ago, when Kevin Durant saved their bacon, Dame goes to the free throw line late in the game to ice the game, and he misses both free throws. Don't give me he's Dame time. Yeah. Kevin said, give me the damn ball, and I'll go down there and make them and end this.
No, free throw. No. Yeah. It says clutch shots or shots. Yeah, now give me Kevin Durant's moments. Give me Steph's moments in the last 5 seconds of a playoff game. That's what I want you to do.
By the way, since Damian came into the league, he has the worst postseason winning percentage in the league at 361.
Skip, playoff shit again. Yeah. You can't try to deflect. Now give me Kevin Durant. Give me Kevin Durant's percentages.
I haven't finished on Dame. I look at. Do you remember the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors in 2019? He was horrendous in the fourth quarter and overtime. Shot 5 of 17.
I just want you to give me Kevin Durant. Okay, give me Kevin Durant. The last 5 seconds of a playoff game winning or game tying shots. Give me Kevin Durant's numbers. Okay, tell me when to take off.
Okay, well, boy, he made a shot that should have won the game, and his toenail was on the line, didn't he? Yep. Well, he made that.
LeBron got those. LeBron is at 39%. Kevin Durant is at 18%. Yeah. As last I checked, 39 is better than 18.
Do you remember game 1 at Oracle of the 2018 finals? LeBron's having the shooting night of his life. He's finally hot from outside the paint.
You got nothing, huh?
What do you mean I got nothing? I got this. We don't have enough show for me to tell. No, wait, I'm talking. I think it's fine. Don't tell me I got nothing. I got way too much for you.
What you got?
It's game 1 at Oracle. He gets a switch. He gets little tiny Steph on him. He's red hot from outside. I've never seen him shoot it like this because he's a lousy shooter from outside. Everybody knows it. The stats scream. And he's got Steph at the free throw line. Just rise up and shoot. But you know what? He's calculating. If I miss this, it's do or die because we are down 1. And what does he do at the last second? I got to make the right basketball play to George Hill, who couldn't make a shot to save his life in San Antonio. And he puts George Hill instead of LeBron James on the free throw line, and he missed one. And then LeBron, because J.R. Smith loses track of the time, he goes over and pouts on the bench and won't even shoot for the first 2.5 minutes.
You just said stats back it up that LeBron James is a terrible shooter. The stats back it up. In the last 5 seconds of playoff games and game time and go-ahead shots, LeBron James is better than Dame, Steph, and KD. Now, 1 second, you love stats. Now, the other stats that says LeBron James is better than those three, you don't like those.
Yeah, but he's...
So you heard the exchange, right? And, Skip got pretty upset. He's like, what do you mean I don't have anything? What do you mean? At that particular point, Skip Bayless got offended, and I'll tell you why. I think the reason Skip got offended was because he felt as if Shannon was saying that, like, you're not good enough to be up here with me, man. Like, I'm running circles around you. Now, if you've listened to Skip Bayless talk about his work, maybe on his personal show, Skip Bayless is one of these guys that takes his work very, very seriously. I think he looks at himself as an athlete. He has like kind of an athlete's approach towards his work. He's very methodical with the way he does his days, with his workouts and his prepping and all of these different things. So Skip puts a lot of effort into his work, right? And that's what you're going to need to do anyway if you want to be good at anything, right? He puts a lot of effort into his work. So when Shannon said that to him, I think he felt like kind of disrespected, like, yo, what do you mean by this? But here's the point, Skip. Here's the point. The reason I believe Shannon Sharpe wins the majority of these debates is for two simple reasons. Number one, Shannon Sharpe is able to think quick on his feet and come up with rebuttals. And Skip usually loses a lot of those arguments because of his unwillingness to be fair. I'll tell you why. Skip can be making a point about Giannis. Okay, he can be saying Giannis is not good at this, Giannis is not good at that, Giannis failed here, Giannis failed there, etc., 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 etc. Then Shannon Sharpe will turn around and say, okay, but what about the time when KD failed? And what about the time he did this? And what about the time he did that? Instead of Skip kind of putting out a preemptive strike, he just kind of runs away from it and says, if I'm Skip and I'm arguing against Shannon and maybe I'm, pro Kevin Durant. If I'm arguing with you, not only am I going to say my points, in the middle of that, I'm also going to say or acknowledge any possible rebuttal you may have to take it off the table. Because if I take the rebuttal off the table, you can't say it. And that's the way I would do. I would literally remove ammunition out of your pockets and you won't be able to debate with me. That is what I would do. And if you guys don't understand how powerful of a tactic that is, if you guys ever saw the movie 8 Mile with Eminem, there was a classic battle at one point where basically Eminem got into the battle, and I think he started off the entire battle basically talking about his flaws. And the more he talked about his flaws, the less ammunition his adversary had, and by the end of that debate, he had nothing to say. And that's how Eminem easily won that battle. And I think that's the same thing that Skip does. I mean, that's the same thing that Skip could try. But to me, in my personal opinion, I think Shannon Sharpe wins the majority of these debates hands down. And I don't think it's even personally close, in my personal opinion. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about the exchange between Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe? And who do you think wins the majority of the debates on Undisputed? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you on the next episode. Peace.